Hi everyone. In this video, we will see what are simple sequential chain and sequential chain. So, basic difference between both is that simple sequential chain takes single input and gives single output, but sequential chain can take multiple input and also gives multiple output if required. So, let's go to code and first create simple sequential chain. I will import prompt template, LLM model, and LLM chain, and also .env and created instance of chat model. Now let's create two chains and use simple sequential chain. Also, I will import simple sequential chain. So first thing we need is two prompt templates. So I will call prompt one equals prompt template, and our template is suggest three important inter select three important interview topics for job profile, and here I will give placeholder as job profile. Let's make two topics, and we need to add input variables. The input variable is job profile. Now let's create chain for this prompt. So I will call chain one, where we can use LLM chain, and we can pass our model and prompt template. Now we can run it. So let's run it. Print chain one dot run, and here I will pass. Let's call React developer. Let's run it. It gave two topics, but okay. It gave topic, but it gave description also. So I will modify, give topic only, no extra description. Also, one more thing we can pass to the LLM chain is verbose equals to true. So by doing this, it will keep logging what steps is taking. Like it gave entering LLM chain, and then prompt after formatting. So this is our final prompt after formatting, after adding this placeholder job profile, and then it gave final output. Now let's create another chain. I will just copy paste this. So in second prompt, we want for these two topics suggest two important questions. So suggest the job interview question for topics, and then here I will pass topics, and input variable will become topic for second prompt or topics. And also we need to change chain name to chain 2, and prompt template we will use prompt template 2. Now we are going to chain these two chains such that first chain will give us two important topics, and then those topics will be fed to chain 2, and for those topics it will generate three questions for each topic. And to do this we need simple sequential chain. So let's create it. Overall chain equals simple sequential chain, and first thing we need to pass is chains with the order in which we want. So I want chain 1, then chain 2, and then I can do chain overall chain dot run, and I can pass value to it, this job profile. So I will pass React developer and store this in response, and let's print this response. Now let's run the code. So first it gave entering new chain, LLM chain, and here it says that prompt is important questions, important topics for React developer, and then it gave to it not printed out, but it finished the chain, and then after prompt in second chain prompt became job interview questions for topics, and these two are topics. These came from first chain as output and got inserted in second chain's prompt here. First is understanding and working with React and state management in React. Now the second chain also got executed, and output from second chain is this. So we got questions for topic 1 and then topic 2. Now let's see what happens if I try to pass it as key, React key value pair, not React. I mean, I try to pass it as key value pair, job profile, let's see if this works here also. Missing some input. It says missing some input keys. Looks like dictionary will not work here. Job profile, React developer, no, it's not working. Let's see if I pass like this, it will work or not. No, again it's not working. So like LLM chain, we can't pass dictionary or by comma separated. We need to pass it as argument, and only then it will work. and it's generating this much description because of this verbose equals to. If we keep it false, then it will not generate. Now let's add one more chain here. We already have two chains. Let's add third chain, and in third chain, I will create prompt number 3, and in prompt number 3, suggest for given questions, give me short answers. And then this third prompt will accept questions. And its input will be question. And here also we need to modify it as chain number 3, and it's accepting prompt 3. Now let's add this chain in our simple sequential chain, and this is third chain. So now what's happening is that in first chain we are passing job profile, which will give 3 important topics for that job profile. Second chain will generate important topics, important questions for those topics, and then third chain will take those questions and give answer. Let's save and run it. It says check for missing. Okay, here it should be questions, not question. Now let's see. Okay, so it's in first chain now, and it's in second chain now, and prompt after formatting looks like it's in, yeah, it's in third chain, and this is our final answer. The last chain, third chain, gave us answer. So our answer is JavaScript and React concepts. For 3 questions, it gave 3 answers, and for second topic also 3 questions, and we have 3 answers. So that's how simple sequential chain works. Here we can chain as many as chain we want, and output of first will be served as input of second, and then this keeps happening, and we can do this as many time as we want, and finally we will get output of final chain. But problem here is that suppose this first chain gave topic, and from final chain also I want to know what topic it gave. It's giving me only answer of first topic, or in this case, suppose here I gave job profile, then it gave topic, and it gave question here. So I'm getting only question. Suppose I want to know what were topics for which I got these 6 questions. So that we can't do in simple sequential chain. For that, I need sequential chain, or generic version of simple sequential chain. So here what we will do, in simple sequential, we can ask only one input, suppose job profile. Now in sequential, we can pass multiple inputs. Suppose I can pass difficulty and job profile, and it will process and give me some topics. And for topics, again, second chain will give me questions. And now benefit here is that I can request what topics were there. Here I can request topic in this output, and another output it's already giving me question. Now I can chain it further, and I can know topics, and from after topic I can know questions and answers. So if I give one more chain here, then I can know topics, questions, and answers. So in this way I have multiple outputs. Let's code it. So I will create sequential chain.py, and Let's import from here only. I will copy till here from sequential chain. Let's paste it. We have prompt template, we have simple sequential chain, but in this time we need sequential chain instead of simple sequential chain, and prompt is correct. So suggest two important interview topics for job profile. Important, easy or difficult. Let's say give another input as difficulty, and here also difficulty. So our first prompt is asking for difficulty and job profile, difficulty and job profile, and in second prompt, one more important thing is that now since we are dealing with multiple inputs and multiple outputs, we need to specify output key also in chains, in our LLM chains. So output key for this will be it will output topics. So this is the key which it will spit out. Now I want prompt 2 equals prompt template equals, so for given topics, give me 3 questions for each topic, and here I will pass question, not question, topics, and input variable will become topics. Now let's create another LLM chain as chain 2 equals LLM chain. Our model is chat model, and then we have prompt 2, and this will give output as questions. Output key will be questions. Right now we are not using output parser. We can use those also, but for now let's only use these things. I will add verbose also. Now we have 2 chains ready. Let's create sequential chain now. So sequential, or let's call it overall chain only. Overall chain equals sequential chain, and this will also accept chains like last time, chain 1 and then chain 2. And apart from chain, it needs input variable. So input we are passing difficulty and job profile. Difficulty and job profile. Now this is important thing. Here we can specify output variables also. Output variables equals, we can specify what we want in output. So I want this topic and question. So here that's why output keys become important, because whatever output key we specify for that particular chain, that output we can request at the end of sequential chain. So I want topics and Second thing is questions. Now we have input variables, output variables, and let's pass verbose as true. And that's it, I think. Now let's run it. So overall chain. And important thing is that for simple sequential chain, we need to do overall chain dot run. But in this case, overall chain we can directly pass variable inside overall chain. I will store it in response, and we are passing difficulty and job profile. Let's pass dictionary, and difficulty. I will pass medium, and job profile. I will pass DevOps engineer. Now let's print response. I will clear the terminal and run it. So it entered first chain, which will suggest topic. Then here is suggested topic also. Here. Okay, this is prompt, and then topics are not printed, but topics are printed as part of second prompt. So continue integration and continuous deployment in DevOps and infrastructure as code. And then at the end of second chain, we got in output we wanted topic and question. So difficulty is medium, job profile, this is input, and yeah, this is the topic. From here to here topic. This thing was not possible in case of simple sequential chain. In case of generic or sequential chain, it's possible. Here we are getting output from chain number 1, and these are questions which we got from chain number 2. Now what we have to do is create third chain here, and in that third chain take input from second chain as questions, and give output as answers, and try to print out topics, questions, and answers in the console. For reference, you can refer this sequential and simple sequential chain documentation. And if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment. Yeah, thanks for watching.